to kick off.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
On the return, Johnson. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll start with the option, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Griffin. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Griffin. Now this is caught. He hits more. Touchdown, 49ers. Big play there. 51 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it in their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A carry down for Bellis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Chiefs nothing.
On 1st down, it's Charles again. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and very short. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
4-yard line.
Of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Vic goes play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. There he goes, right side. The 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Morton Anderson.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and then probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, Vic, flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Vic. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Vic. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Vic, and the Niners get there and bring him down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
3rd and long.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Vic, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the shotgun, Griffin. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Griffin. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 now. Griffin. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Geno Atkins got home that time.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They go play action with Griffin. He'll buy some time right. Pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Vick, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
His throw caught at about the 5.
That's good.
That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Vick, and he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
The kick by Bass is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Quickly here out to Moore. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Whistles now at a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9. Griffin going to keep it himself. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now RG3. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's more. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Griffin. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So here's Vic following the interception. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth.
Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Griffin. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Griffin to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Griffin. It's incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Johnson, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything rests on the left foot of the great Morton Anderson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.